Myself, Professor R.S. Pagar, PhD in Chemistry, GMD Arts, BW Commerce and Science College, Chennai. KYBC, Semester 3rd. In the Industrial Chemistry, Chapter number 3rd, Manufacture of Basic Chemicals. Last time, I given the production and the manufacturing process of the ammonia, as well as what are the importance of the ammonia I discussed in the last time. Now today's lecture is manufacture of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is one of the most important chemical produced by chemical industry. You know that about the sulfuric acids. It is very important by agriculture industries, fertilizer industries, leather industries, petroleum industries, as well as plastic industries, electroplating process, refining process, as well as number of explosive, textile industries. This is the very important chemicals which is required in all the types of the industries. Now generally manufacturing of sulfuric acid is very difficult, generally by using of the sulfur as well as in the oxygen. This is the formation of the sulfur dioxide, and sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide, and then it will be obtained the sulfuric acid. That is the general process are there, but you remember sulfur is to be obtained from the sulfur powder or the sulfur pyrites, and oxygen is to be there and in the formation of the SO2. But the SO2 is converted into SO3, both are the gases. That is the reversible chemical reaction, and this process are the more difficult in the manufacturing of the sulfuric acid is there. Now in the very old times, they are generally in the lead chamber process is to be used, and today the contact process for the manufacturing of the generally the sulfuric acid. Now generally sulfuric acid by using the very old process, that is near about very less quantity of the sulfuric acid is obtained. Today the contact process is very important, about the 100% of the sulfuric acid is obtained. Old process are generally in the no more purification, but today's process are the more purified sulfuric acid is prepared, as well as this is the not required to maintain the proper strength of the sulfuric acid. Today is the to obtain the good strength of the sulfuric acid is to be obtained. Now it is the like to be requiring the concentration to get 98 to 8% of the sulfuric acid, it has to be concentrated. But generally in the contact process, no need of the concentration. Conversion of the SO2 SO3 is done by a mixture of NO1 NO2. But you consider in contact process that conversion of the SO2 and SO3, SO2 to SO3, it is done by the atmospheric oxygen, by the reversible chemical reactions to maintain the different conditions. Nitrogen oxide act as a catalyst, but here the vanadium pentoxide or platinum as desters act as a catalyst of this reaction. Now generally these are the some types of the examples which is to be related by the lead chamber process and contact process, and sometime it may be asked what about the today's contact process is more advantageous as compared to the by the lead chamber process. This type of the question it may be there. Now another is the what about the physico-chemical principle which is required by the contact process. Manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process, the most difficult step in the conversion of the sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. This is the 2 volume of the SO2, 1 volume of the O2 to maintain the temperature at about 600 degrees, as well as 2 volume of the SO3 is to be obtained. This is also the one of the exothermic reaction. This reaction is reversible. This reaction is exothermic. The decrease in the volume in sulfur trioxide is far. Hence, according to the Lee-Chatterjee principle, this reaction is carried out at low temperature, high pressure. It increase the concentration of the SO2 to O2. It should be the more favor that formation of the sulfur trioxide is to be obtained. Generally, by this principle, in the number of the reactant is to be more as compared to the number of the products. And this reaction is more favored in the high pressure, and the concentration is the law of mass action. SO2 and O2 concentration have to be increased, that like to be simultaneously the concentration of the product, it also have to be increased by using of the suitable catalyst of this reaction. What about the effect of the temperature is there? When SO2 to SO3 is to be exothermic, it has to be converted by the temperature has to be there. You remember percent of the SO3, it has to be increased when you consider by the temperature have to be increased near about the 4004 degrees is the optimum temperature. Again, you are supposed to increase the temperature, then the percentage of the SO3 have to be decreased, and this is the optimum condition. It is to be required to the formation of the like in the reaction is carried out in the temperature is to be there. Optimum condition is to be maintained. Now in the more percentage of the sulfur trioxide, it has to be near about 434 to 450 degrees Celsius is the optimum temperature is to be required. Now this is, you remember about this temperature are near about 400 degrees. That is this reaction is to be carried out, and it is obtain the conversion of SO to SO3. This is the optimum condition I already discussed. What about the pressure is there? You remember by the Lect principle I already discussed. When SO2 and O2 they are given by there are the 3 volume is there, but it is obtained only 2 volume of the SO3, and hence this reaction is to be more favored. Number of the reactant is to be volume is more as compared to the number of the product, and hence this reaction is more favored. The formation of the increase the pressure is there, is near about 1.5 to 1.7 atmosphere is the pressure which is to be applied to get the good yield of the product. What about the effect of concentration? According to the Lect principle I already discussed, SO2 and O2 concentration both are having to increase, then simultaneously the SO3 concentration is also have to be increased. Consider about this is to be obtained by their composition 8% of the SO2 and 10% of the O2 that have to be required. The proportion is the 3:1 by the volume, and you have to maintain the concentration, increase the yield of the product is there. What about the effect of the catalyst is there? Oxidation of the sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide by the contact process. Sometimes they are using platinized asbestos and vanadium pentoxide used as a catalyst. It is the modified process are there, but in old time platinum is to be used, but in the some disadvantages with also the platinum asbestos over the O2, U2O5. Vanadium pentoxide is more beneficial. It also the very long life is there, and hence it is used. Now the platinum asbestos is near about the this is also obtained the good yield is there, and temperature is near about 450 degrees. It also have to be there, but it is very costly. It is difficult to handle. It is essential to purify the reacting gases before they are enter the contact chamber. These are some types of the difficulties which is to be carried out. Consider in the form of the like in the platinum asbestos, but over of this vanadium pentoxide is more important catalyst. It is very efficient. It gives the high conversion efficiency which is maintained by the longer period of the time, about 20 years. Vanadium pentoxide, this catalyst have to be carried out in one time setting, and it has to be continuously get the effect about the 20 years. You remember, it has low initial cost. It can be easily handled. There is no longer no danger of poisoning. Gases need not be purified as in the case of platinum catalyst. These are the some types of advantages over the platinum is the catalyst. So you also ask in the examination, what about the difference between by the platinum and vanadium pentoxide? It is one of the advanced catalyst is there. Very good of the result is obtained, and it is also as the yield of the product is also have to be good product according to the by respect of the another is to be there. By the platinum and vanadium both have to be used by the contact process is to be there. Now this process is generally carried out by in the formation of by the different purpose is there. Because of the this is the vanadium catalyst is to be there. This is very efficient, and this get the good results which is to be there, and maintain all the types of the condition. Because this manufacturing of sulfuric acid, it is not simple work, it is very difficult, very long process are there. But today in the discovery of the V2O5, and this process is again very simple, and you also obtain the good yield of the products. These are some types of the benefits over the that is the catalyst of the platinum. You also ask in the examination is to be there.